So how's it guys? Yeah, Dominic from PRO RC Surfer with our PRO-BRO RC surf platform. Just if Nick, gents, if you can come a bit closer. I'll just call you Nicholas, I've got two sons. What we have here, we have two mount positions on the board. This is a front mount. This front mount, you can move the camera quite easily through 90 degrees either way. Once you move it more than 90 degrees, it seems to pick up the edge of the board, which you don't want. And at the back here, we have a rear mount. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to film footage going forward, and then I'm going to move the camera to the back and film it again backwards. Unfortunately, I don't have two GoPros because you could quite easily fit both on the board and they would be lacquer. So let's give a bit of both. You think in the surf, if the board's upside down, what's going to happen? What the platform does is simply rights itself again. Whichever way the board falls or ends up upside down, it'll just simply rewrite itself. Okay, there we have the rear mount view. You guys just testing it with the rear mount camera. The ideal would be to have two cameras on because that'll balance the board out nicely, but nevertheless, rear mount pops around. Okay, this is more than likely the speed you'll be going at when you're filming. But if you have to get yourself out of trouble, the board's got plenty of speed. Just in an instant. Look at the acceleration here, guys. You can go as slow as you like. Control it. Not much spray kicking up at the back of the board. It's parted nicely. Be interesting to see the footage. You're on the wave, you can carve it. Nose is up nice and high, you can see that. Sharp turns. Plenty of power. So if you need to get out of a surfer's way, there's plenty of power to do so, eh? agile as anything, as fast and slow, and as fast as you like it. I've had a lot of people ask me about the internals, what powers it. It's quite a totally up to date with electronics. We have a 3660 water-cooled brushless motor here, which is very efficient. We have a 120 amp ESC. This ESC not only is the electronic speed controller, but it also has a few functions. The first function is you can set the ESC to give you what we call a low voltage cutout. So when you're out in the surf and you get into the point where your battery needs change, you won't just run out of power, but it'll actually give a low voltage indication by reducing the power on your throttle, which will indicate to you to bring the board in and change the battery out. The other thing is this whole system's water cooled, your ESC and your motor. So the LVC has also got a heat sensor. If the LVC gets too hot, the heat sensor will kick in and also give you the low voltage indication to bring the board in and check out that maybe your water cooling system is blocked up here. I'm powering the board on a 4-cell 5000 milliamp hour battery. I reckon you could get away with the 3-cell, but I reckon 4 cells where you want to be, depending on the size of the surf. You want to be able to punch through and punch over some big waves if you're caught on the inside, so there's nothing like having a bit of power in the grasp of your hand. But this is a light poly battery, and this motor with this light poly battery could do as much as 30,000 RPM, so a very powerful unit. And here we have the steering servo. This is an all metal gear servo which controls the steering on the board.